Greetings everyone. I am Kiranpreet Kaur Chopra from class 10A and we are here to present a special assembly on the occasion of UN Day. Exactly 76 years ago, after the consequences of Second World War, the United Nations came into being. With the aim of preventing future wars, succeeding the ineffective League of Nations, on 25th April 1945, 50 governments met in San Francisco for a conference and started drafting the UN Charter, which was adopted on 25th June 1945 and took effect on 24th October 1945. When the UN began operations, pursuant to the Charter, the organization's main motive include maintaining international peace and security, promoting sustainable development, upholding international law, and delivering humanitarian aid. The organization's mission to preserve world peace was complicated in its early decades by the Cold War between the United States and Soviet Union and their respective allies. Now I invite Rohini Gururani to speak on the establishment and motive of the UN.
World War II, in 1945, the United Nations was established to replace the League of Nations after it failed to stop another world war. Representatives of 50 countries gathered at the United Nations Conference Hall on International Organization in San Francisco, California. For the next 2 months, they proceeded to draft and then sign a charter that created a new international organization called the United Nations. The charter had been ratified by China, France, the Soviet Union, the United Kingdom, the United States, and other countries that vowed to maintain international peace and security and promote overall social progress. The UN has 6 principal organs: the General Assembly, the Security Council, the Economic and Social Council, the Trusteeship Council, the International Court of Justice, and the Secretariat. Now, I invite Shreya Jain to share her views on the General Assembly.
Hello friends, I, Shreya Jain of class 10A on the Special Assembly of UN wanted to share my views on the topic General Assembly. The General Assembly serves as the main deliberate, policy-making and representative organ of the UN. Abdullah Shahid is the current president of the UN General Assembly. The UNGA is responsible for UN budget, appointing the Secretary General of the UN, receiving reports from other parts of the system and making recommendations. It also establishes numerous subsidiary orders to advance and assist in its broad mandate. The UNGA is the only UN organ where all members have equal representation. The General Assembly meets under its president or UN headquarters in New York City. The main part of these meetings generally held from September to part of January until all issues are addressed. It can also be venue for special and emergency sessions. The first session was held on 10 January 1946 in the Methodist Central Hall in London and included representatives of the 51 founding nations. All 193 members of United Nations are members of the General Assembly. According to the Charter of the UN, the General Assembly may have the following functions: consider and approve the United Nations budget and establish the financial assessments of member states, make recommendation for the peaceful settlement of any situation that might impair friendly relations among countries, elect the non-permanent members of the Security Council and the members of other United Nations councils and organs and on the recommendation of security, discuss with the same exception and making recommendation of any question within the scope or charter or affecting the powers and functions of any organ of the United Nations. Now, I invite Vanshika to speak about Security Council. Thank you.
So now let's talk about Security Council. It has 3 main works to do. First, to ensure international peace and security. Second, to recommend the admission of new members to the United Nations General Assembly. And third, to approve any changes to the UN Charter on which the complete United Nations works. Now coming to its members, there are in total 15 members, out of which 10 are non-permanent and 5 are permanent. The non-permanent members of the Council are elected by United Nations General Assembly for a period of 2 years, whereas the 5 permanent members, China, Russia, United States, United Kingdom and France, have a special power veto which enables them to unilaterally stop any action, any official action, especially legislative processes. Now, I would like to call Yuvraj Pratap Singh to say something about Economic and Social Council.
talk about ECOSOC. Economic and Social Council is one of the 6 major principal organs of the UN system. The ECOSOC coordinates economic, social and related work of 14 UN specialized agencies, fundamental commissions and 5 regional commissions. Now let's talk about the 2 special agencies of the UN. The UNICEF, the United Nations Children Fund, it has 192 countries as its member and it aims at providing development aid to the children worldwide. The second one is UNESCO, United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. It aims at promoting world peace and security through international cooperation in science, education and culture.
The IMF is an abbreviation for International Monetary Fund. It was established in 1944 in the aftermath of Great Depression of 1930s. 44 founding member countries sought to build a framework for international economic cooperation. The IMF is governed by and accountable to those 190 countries that make up its near global membership. The World Bank was established in July 1944, 77 years from now. It is an international financial institution that provides loans and grants to the government of low and middle income countries for the purpose of pursuing capital projects. It comprises of 2 institutions, the International Bank for Reconstruction and Development, IBRD, and the International Development Association, IDA. Hence, the World Bank and IMF both have their unique significance, as the World Bank helps to reduce poverty and increase in shared prosperity, while the IMF serves to stabilize the international monetary system and acts as a monitor of the world's currencies.
Now let's discuss International Court of Justice. International Court of Justice works to settle disputes that arises between various nations according to the international law. It also advises various opinions on legal issues. Coming to its member, there are 15 positions in the court and the term for which a judge is in power is 9 years. Now let's talk about Trusteeship Council. Trusteeship Council ensures that the people living in trust territories are administered in the best way. Now coming to its members, there are 5 permanent members of United Nations Security Council are its members.
The Secretariat is the UN's executive arm work. The Secretariat has an important role in setting the agenda for deliberative decision-making bodies and making sure the implementation of these decisions take place. The Secretariat General, who is appointed by the General Assembly, is the head of the Secretariat. The current head of the Secretariat is Antonio Guterres.
After the devastating impacts of Second World War, the United Nations has made enormous positive contributions in maintaining international peace and security. The United Nations was not made to take mankind to heaven, but instead to save humanity from hell. I would like to conclude today's assembly with this quote. Thank you everyone for joining.